So today we discuss about the rectification of curves. So in the last 4 to 5 lectures, we have already seen how to trace the curve. So the very important point is if we trace the curve, what is the importance of the curve or what we have to do next. So the next thing is we have to find out the length of the curve. Okay. And in the unit number 5, we see how to find the area and volume or center of gravity, moment of inertia and so on. So in this lecture, we see what is the meaning of rectification of curves. So rectification of curve is what? It is nothing but to find out the length of the given curve. So if we see what is its definition, the process of finding the length of the curve is called the rectification of the curve. So since we know that there are three variety of curves, we have already seen parametric curve, Cartesian curve and polar curve. We have already seen these three types of curves. So therefore there are different formulas for different curves. Okay, so first let us see what will happen if we have given the Cartesian curve, then how to find out the length of the given curve. So let y is equal to fx. Let y is equal to fx be an equation, for example, like this. This is equation y is equal to fx. Then we want to find what is the length of the curve from x equal to a to x equal to b. X equal to a to x equal to b. We want to find out the length of this curve from x equal to a to x equal to b. So let y is equal to fx be an equation of Cartesian curve. Then the length of the curve from the point, suppose this is point A, this is point A and this is point B. From point A to B, if you want to find the length of this curve, then is given by S is equal to what? It is length of the given curve. So it is integration under the limit x is equal to a to x is equal to b of root over 1 plus dy dx whole square dx. So this is what? This is the formula to calculate the rectification of the Cartesian curve y is equal to fx. Okay. So here clearly x is independent variable and y is dependent variable. Suppose we change this variables, means position of x is here x is independent and y is dependent. So now if you want to change it, means y is independent and x is dependent, then what is the equation of curve or how to find out the length of the curve? So let us take another example. Let x is equal to x is a function of y be an equation of the Cartesian curve. Then the length of the curve from the point A, which is from y equal to a to y equal to b, is given by integration under the limit y is equal to a to y is equal to b and root over 1 plus dx dy whole square dy. So now this is for x and this is for y. If in this example x is independent variable, in this example y is independent variable. So now this two formulas we will use if we have given the Cartesian curve. And what will happen if we have given the parametric curve? So suppose we know that what is parametric curve? Parametric curve is x is equal to f of t and y is equal to g of t. This is what if any variable, any two or more than two variables are represented by single variable t, then it is called parametric curve. So let x is equal to f of t and y is equal to g of t be equation of the parametric curve. Then the length of the curve from the point A from t is equal to a to t is equal to b is given by s is equal to integration under the limit of t from a to b root over dx dt whole square plus dy dt whole square with respect to t. So this is the formula for parametric curve. Similarly, if we have given the polar curve, so polar curve also we can write r equal to f of theta be an equation of polar curve. Then the length of curve from the point A, theta equal to theta 1 to B, theta equal to theta 2 is given by s is equal to integration under the limit theta 1 to theta 2 root over r square plus dr d theta whole square with respect to theta. Okay, here clearly theta is independent variable and r is dependent variable. Suppose this equation will be changed like this. Suppose theta is function of r, be an equation of the polar curve, then the length of the curve from the point A is equal to r1 to b r2 is given by s is equal to integration under the limit r1 to r2 root over 1 plus r square d theta dr whole square with respect to r. Okay, sometimes we also write polar curve. Let r is function of f of alpha and theta is function of g of alpha. It is what? It is parametric. We can say that parametric in terms of polar. So the equation of the polar curve in parametric form, then the length of the curve from the point alpha equal to alpha 1 to alpha equal to alpha 2 is given by s is equal to integration under the limit alpha 1 to alpha 2 root over dr d alpha whole square plus r square d theta d alpha whole square with respect to alpha. So these are the 6 formulas. Without using these formulas, we are not able to find out the length of the any curve. So these formulas are very important, especially parametric, Cartesian and polar. At least you should learn this one, and Cartesian curve y is equal to fx, and parametric curve x is equal to f of t and y equal to g of t. These 3 formulas should be learned. Okay, so let us take one example, then it will be very clear how to calculate the length of the curve. So let us take very well-known example. Find the circumference of the circle of radius a, that is x square plus y square equal to a square. So everyone knows that if we have given a circle of radius a and center 0, 0, so what is the equation of this circle? It is the equation of circle. And what is the circumference? Circumference means what is the length of the whole circle. What is this? Is what? It is 2 pi r. 2 pi r means 2 pi a. So everybody knows that the length of the circumference of the circle is 2 pi a. So let us try to find out with the help of our formula. Okay, so we use all 3 formulas. Means we write down the equation of circle. It is Cartesian form. Similarly, we write down its parametric form, and also we write down its polar form. We will try to use all 3 formulas for this circle. Definitely the answer will be same for all the formulas. So now it will be also clear that if we are using any formula, our answer will be same. Okay, so let us take the first. We have to find the circumference of the circle of radius a, that is x square plus y square is equal to a square. Pivot equation number 1. We use the following 3 formulas. So let us first use the Cartesian formula. Let y is equal to f of x be an equation of the Cartesian curve. Then the length of the curve from the point a from x equal to a to x is equal to b is given by s is equal to integration under the limit x is equal to a to x is equal to b root over 1 plus dy dx whole square dx. Okay. Pivot equation number 2. Then what is the from 1? If we take the from 1, this equation, what is the value of y? Y is equal to what? If we replace this thing, we will write y square is equal to a square minus x square. So what is the value of y? It is root over a square minus x square. Definitely there is plus minus, but we are considering only the positive value, which gives, now this is y is equal to root over a square minus x square. So what is its derivative? Because if you want to apply this formula, we should use what is dy dx. So let us differentiate this y with respect to x. So what is the derivative of root x? So derivative of root x is equal to 1 upon 2 root x. Okay, so that's why it is written over here 1 upon 2 root over a square minus x square. Again, what is derivative of a square minus x square? So this is minus of 2x. So it is written minus of 2x. So this minus 2 and 2 will cancel. What we are getting? Minus x upon root over a square minus x square. So this is what it is, the dy dx. So what is 1 plus dy dx whole square? Let us consider this part, inner part. So it is 1 plus, what is the square of minus x? It is x square. And the root over a square minus x square will be, so root will be removed. We are getting a square minus x square. And what is the LCM of these two things? So root over a square minus x square. So if you multiply this to 1, so a square minus x square and plus x square. So this plus and minus will cancel. We are getting a square upon a square minus x square. Okay. Now let us find what is the root of this thing. Root of 1 plus dy dx whole square. So this is root of 1 plus dy dx whole square. So what we are getting, a upon root over a square minus x square. So this is the value of this part. Okay. Let us come to the, this is circle. Actually, this is circle of radius. This is x square plus y square circle equal to a square. Its center is 0, 0. And this is the point 1 point A 0. Second point is 0B. So now let us find, if you want to find out the circumference of circle, let us try to find only this part. What is the length of this part? And if you multiply this by 4, if you multiply this by 4, then we get the whole length of the circle or circumference of the circle. So let us take over here. So hence the circumference of circle is S is equal to 4 times of length of AB. We have already seen what is AB. AB is what? It is the only the first part of the first part of the what is AB? AB is nothing but it is this part is A and this is B. So we have to find out the length of this curve and multiply this by 4 times. So this is equal to 4 times of x is equal to what is A? It is what is this? It is the coordinate A0 and this is the coordinate 0 A 0 A. So the value of A here. So what is the limit? Limit is what? It is x. X varies from, what is the minimum value of x? It is x equal to 0. X equal to 0 to x is equal to a. Anywhere, either we can put from there and there. So here what is the value of a? It is x is equal to a. And here what is the value of x? It is 0. So either we can, because length is what it is always positive. So we can consider from this to this or this to this. So here the limit of the integral is x is equal to 0 to x is equal to a root over 1 plus dy dx whole square with respect to x. So what is, we have already calculated this. It is a upon root over x square minus a square minus x square. So if we take its, what is this? This is what? It is the integration. We know that it is 4 times of a sine inverse of x by a. Because what is the integration of 1 upon root over a square minus x square is what? It is nothing but sine inverse of x by a. So we are getting this formula. So 4 times of a into sine inverse of x by a under the limit 0 to a. So let us substitute the limit. 4 into a, we have taken this a outside. Sine inverse of 1 minus sine inverse of 0. So what is sine inverse of 1? It is pi by 2. And sine inverse of 0 is 0. So we are getting 4a into pi by 2 minus 0. So this 2 1s and 2 4s. So what we are getting? We are getting 2 pi a. So this is the circumference of the circle. So now if we are using the parameter Cartesian curve, then we have seen that what is the length of the curve or circumference of the circle, it is 2 pi a. Now let us take the another example. If we are taking the parametric formula or parametric curve of the circle. So let x is equal to f of t and y is equal to g of t, the equation of the parametric curve. Then the length of the curve from the point t is equal to a to t is equal to b is given by, this is the formula we have already seen, integration under the limit t equal to a to t equal to b dx dt whole square plus dy dt whole square under with respect to t. So now we have given a circle x square plus y square is equal to a square. So how to write its parametric equation? So let us write x is equal to a cos t and y is equal to a sin t. X is equal to a cos t and y is equal to a sin t. So if we put it, what is the left hand side? What is left hand side? Left hand side is a square cos square t plus a square sin square t. So if we take a square outside, it is 1. So this is right hand side. So what it means? It means the parametric equation of circle is nothing but x is equal to a cos t and y is equal to a sin t. So let us put this. Here parametric equation of circle x square plus y square equal to a square is given by x equal to a cos t and y equal to a sin t. So let us find dx dt. Differentiate x with respect to t. So derivative of cos t is minus sin t. And similarly, what is dy dt? So derivative of sin t is cos t. Okay, so let us consider. Hence, the circumference of circle is given by s is equal to 4 times of length of the curve AB. Again, if we have given a circle like this, again we consider only this is t equal to 0, t is equal to pi by 2, t is equal to pi and t is equal to 3 pi by 2. So instead of finding the whole length of the circle, what we will do? We again do what is the length of the circle from t equal to 0 to t equal to pi by 2. So this is 4 multiplied by integration of this. And now what is dx dt? Dx dt is what it is, minus a sin t. So minus a sin t whole square. And dy dt is a cos t. So a cos t whole square. Then if we are squaring it, what is this? This is a square sin square t plus cos square t, because a square and a square we can take as a common. But sin square t plus cos square t is equal to 1. So we are getting a root of a square is again a. So we are getting 4a into root over integration under the limit 0 to pi by 2, 1 into dt. So what is the integration of 1 with respect to t? So only t, 4 times of a is over also, a is present over here. 4a into t from 0 to pi by 2. So 4a into pi by 2 minus 0. So again 2 will cancel. We are getting 2 pi by 2 pi a. So obviously we have already seen, if we are using also the parametric curve or parametric formula, then also the length of the circle or circumference of the circle is same, which is 2 pi a. So this is the second method which we are using to find out the circumference of the circle. Now let us use the third polar form. How to write? This is what it is, the parametric form of the circle. Okay, let us come to the next polar formula. Polar formula is what? What is this? It is theta equal to s is equal to integration under the limit 0 to theta 1 and theta equal to theta 2 root over r square plus dr d theta whole square d theta. Okay. So here, just look here, what we have given, x square plus y square is equal to a square. This is the equation of circle. Okay, if we write down the polar form of circle, so how to represent? X equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. This is what? This is the conversion of Cartesian to polar. So if we are squaring it, x square plus y square, what we are getting? R square. So how we can write it? This x square plus y square is what? It is r square is equal to a square. Means what? We are getting r equal to a. So r equal to a is what? It is the polar equation of circle. It is the polar equation of circle. So let us just check it. Here polar equation of circle x square plus y square a square is given by x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta, which gives a r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta equal to a square, which means r square equal to a square, and with what means r equal to a. Hence the circumference of circle is s is equal to 4 times of length of 4a. Again same thing we can write over here. Let us suppose this is a circle. This is theta equal to 0. This is theta equal to pi by 2, theta equal to pi, and theta equal to 3 pi by 2. This is origin. And again, instead of finding the whole length of the circle, we use only the first quadrant. So we are using s is equal to 4 times of length of AB. So this is theta equal to theta 1 to theta 2 r square root over r square dr d theta whole square with respect to theta. So what is the limit of theta? It is 0 to pi by 2. And what is r square? R square equal to a square. And since r equal to a, so what is dr d theta? Definitely it is constant. A is constant, so it is 0. So we are getting root of a square. So 4 times of t equal to 0 to t equal to pi by 2. And a we have taken outside. So it is 4a. So into the d theta. So again theta 4 times of a into theta from 0 to pi by 2, and we are getting 4a into pi by 2 minus 0. So again this 2 1s are 2 2s are. So again we are getting 2 pi a. Okay. So we have already seen that we can use any formula of finding the rectification of the circle on all the curves what we have studied in the last 4 to 5 lectures tracing of curve. We can use any formula. We can write down the Cartesian curve, we can write down the polar curve, or we can write down the parametric curve. And if you will apply the formula to find out the rectification, we will get the same answer. Okay. Let us take one more example. So that the whole length of the loop of the curve is equal, curve 9y square is equal to x plus 7 times of x plus 4 whole square is 4 root 3. Okay. So we have to find out the length of the loop of the curve. Just look here. Here we have given the curve. We have given the curve. But now the curve is like that. What is the curve? So the curve is what it is. It is Cartesian curve. Everybody, it is very clear that it is Cartesian curve. Okay. So if you want to find out the length of this curve, what is given? It is given that we have to find out the length of the loop, whole length of the loop of the curve. So what it means, if this question will come in the exam, we have to first trace that where is the loop, because if we see the given curve, we are not able to see where is the loop. So we have to first, suppose we have given a circle. If we have given a circle x square plus y square equal to a square, then it is very simple to trace that it is a circle, and we can draw the circle. But now if we have given such type of curve, then we have to first trace that curve, and then we have to find where is the loop, and then we will try to find out the whole length of the loop. So just look here. No need to write down all the things which we have already studied in the tracing of curve. And during the tracing of curve, I have already told many times that the tracing of curve is very important for the unit number 4 as well as unit number 5. Okay, so that's why let us try to trace this curve. Okay, so if we start from symmetry, what is the power of y? It is even. So the curve is symmetric about x-axis. So now suppose if we draw the curve, this is x-axis. So the given curve is symmetric about x-axis. So what is the upper part of the curve? The same part will be also in the below the x-axis. Okay. Second thing, it passes through origin or not? It does not pass through origin because there is an absolute constant terms. Okay. So it does not pass through origin. Okay. So there is no need to find out the tangent at origin. Third one, uh, uh, intersection with coordinate axis. So let us put y equal to 0. If you put y equal to 0, we are getting x equal to minus 7 and x is equal to minus 4. So this is what it is, the point minus 40, and this is the point minus 70. So we are getting 2 points. So coordinate axis cuts the given curve at 2 points. One is what? Minus 40 and second is minus 70. So clearly we have already told you that if there is a point, then there will be one loop between the points. So now what we are getting, there is a loop between them. There is a loop. This is loop. So we want to find the length of this loop. Okay, again, this is the third point. Fourth point is what? Asymptotes. If you see that what is the highest power of y, it is y square, and highest power of x is, if you multiply this, it is x cube. So coefficient of y is also constant, coefficient of x cube is also constant. So there is no parallel asymptotes. Okay. Again, if you see the reason, what is the reason? What is y square is equal to x plus 7 x plus 4 whole square divided by 9. So what is the value of y? Y is nothing but root over x plus 7, and this can be taken outside, x plus 4 divided by 3. Okay, so if x minus 7, x is equal to minus 7, just look here. Yeah, if x is less than minus 7, then the y will be imaginary. So there is no part of the curve left hand side of x minus 7. X is equal to 7. Okay, so so this is what it is, the basic things which we have to study in case of tracing of curve, because in this example there is no any marks for tracing the curve. The marks is only how to find out the whole length of the loop, correct? So let us see, I have to again elaborate it. First we trace the above curve symmetry. Since the power of y is even, so the curve is symmetric about x-axis. Origin, since the absolute constant term is present, so the curve does not pass through origin. Intersection with coordinate axis, put y equal to 0 in 1, we get x equal to minus 7 and x equal to minus 4. So the loop is situated between the points minus 7, 0 and minus 4, 0. Asymptotes, no asymptotes, hence the approximate shape of the curve as shown in the figure. Now what is the length of the curve is given by, what is the length of the curve? It is, this is the formula. We know that what is the Cartesian curve. So we are using, so this 9y square is equal to x plus 7 x plus 4 whole square. So let us differentiate it. What is the derivative of 9y square? It is 18y dy dx is equal to x plus 7 2 times of x plus 4. Okay, because this is first function. Derivative of second function is 2 times of x plus 4 plus derivative of first function, so derivative of x is 1, and what is the derivative? What is the derivative? This derivative of x plus 7 is 1 and second function. So it is x plus 4, 2x plus 14 plus x plus 4. Let us multiply this thing. We are taking x plus 4 outside. What is remaining over here? It is 2x plus 7 into 14 and then x plus 4 whole square. X plus 4 is, we have taken all outside. So only x plus 4 is remaining. So if we write down x plus 4, it is what it is, 2x plus 1 is 3x and 14 plus 4 is 18. So we can write 3 times of x plus 4 and x plus 6. We have taken 3 outside from the second bracket. So 18 dy dx is what it is, 3 times of x plus 4 into x plus 6 divided by 18y. So again 3 and 3 will cancel. We are getting x plus 4, x plus 6 divided by 6y. Right. So I think we continue this in the next lecture. So please join me after this meeting, because right now there are two minutes is remaining. So just, I think after this meeting is over, just then you should join, everybody should join over there, right? So dy dx whole square, let us write down this square. What is this? X plus 4 whole square, x plus 6 whole square divided by 36 y whole square. So again, what is the value of 9y square? Because it is 36y square. So 36y square can be written as 4 into 9y square. Okay, and what is the 9y square? From here, x plus 7 and x plus 4 whole square. So x plus 4 whole square, x plus 4 whole square will cancel. We are getting x plus 6 whole square, 4 times of x plus 7. So 1 plus dy dx whole square is equal to, now this is the shape of the curve. So it is 1 plus this is 1, and dy dx is what it is, x plus 6 whole square and 4 times of x plus 7. So if we take the LCM, this will goes to this 4 multiplied by 4x plus 28, this one, plus x plus 6 whole square is what it is, x square, means x square plus 12x, 2 into 6 into x. So 12x and 6 square is 36 divided by 4 times of x plus 7. So again, this is x square. This 12x plus 4x is 16x, and 36 plus 4x, 36 plus 28. 36 plus 28 is what? It is 64. So if we write down x square plus 16x plus 64, it is nothing but what? It is x plus 8 whole square. So x plus 8 whole square divided by 4 times of x plus 7. Okay, so in the next lecture, we continue.